Hello friends, welcome back to another session of Docker. In this session we will see how to write the Docker file, create the Docker file. In our last session we are done with the prune command. We have seen we did with this experiment also with prune command, and we have seen how we can remove our unused unwanted object from the Docker engine. Okay, so in this session we will see how we can write Dockerfile. Now before to start with Dockerfile, we need to know what is Dockerfile and why Dockerfile is required. So as of now, if you see in how many ways we can create our image, how many ways we are creating our image. One, using terminal we are creating our image. Using terminal means how we are pulling some image from the Docker hub, like docker pull, and I think Docker image pull or pull, what is that one? Yes, Docker pull only. Docker pull, then you have to give the image name and tag, it will pull. This is the one way. Or how you created image. One, using Docker pull, using a command prompt, using this terminal. Second one, from the container you have created the image, like we modified that container, like from image we have created container, and that container we modified by adding some extra files, by doing some experiment, and from that container we have created image. So that is second approach. We can do that one, but anyway this approach is through command prompt only. That approach is called by using command line terminal only. This approach is okay to learn the flow. Creating image from command prompt and creating image from container, modify the container from command prompt for learning purpose, or for learning purpose, and to know the flow of Docker. Image, Docker container, to see all those flow, it is okay to do by command prompt. Just for learning purpose it's okay, but generally it is not possible in your real time applications. It's not possible. As a developer you should not do that one also. It's not recommended also. So what is other way to develop the image? You can develop the image from scratch, but that is very complicated job. You need to know everything, like you need to know the deeper knowledge of shell script, then only you are able to do so, but that is also not required and not recommended also. You should not do that one. That much experiment is not required to do. So what is the other approach? Third approach is you can create image with the help of Dockerfile also. So you have to write a Dockerfile, that's it. In that Dockerfile you have to write some set of statements, and on the basis of the statement your Docker engine will create the Docker image. That's it. So let's see how we can create the Dockerfile. So Dockerfile is another approach to create the image of Docker container, and following are the three approaches to create the image: by using command line interface or using terminal, but that is okay to learn the flow. Second one, developing from scratch, but it's not required. It's very complicated job, time consuming job, you should not do that. Third one is by using Dockerfile. So that is recommended for developer should do the image creation with the help of Dockerfile always. It's the best in term of all other given, all other parameters, and it is meant for developer specific. This is the best way to do. So Dockerfile name should be named as Dockerfile as default name. The default name of Dockerfile is a Dockerfile only. You should not give any other name, just for now at least. Yeah, you can modify the name also, it's not a big deal, but currently you keep in mind that the default name is a Dockerfile, so you use default name always. Otherwise you have to tell in the terminal what is the name of the file. You can create that also, but it is recommended you always keep the default name. Why? Because you will reduce the number of parameter in the command, that's why. Okay, so this is the introduction of a Dockerfile. Now let's create a Dockerfile first. Simply just, you don't need to do anything, copy paste this code. We will discuss this code one by one also. So file, Dockerfile I am going to create. So come here, create a new Dockerfile and with this content, copy this content, copy and paste here. That's it. Now where you want to save this one, desktop you can save, or I have created one Docker workspace. In this one you can save. What should be the file name? File name should be Dockerfile always, without any extension. Even no extension is required. You should not give any extension also. That's it, Dockerfile, and save it. Now this file is saved. This is a Dockerfile. Okay, now we will explore one by one. What is from, what is label, what is run, what is copy, what is work directory, and what is run command, and what is cmd. Okay, from is used to create the image from another image. Simple. From, if you see, from represent the base image to create the image. I want to create an image, but in that case I need an operating system. Definitely I want to run my application. I want to run my application on Docker container. In that case, what should I have? First, Docker container will have an operating system. I need to define the operating system. So what is your operating system? From I am taking, this is my operating system. Not even operating system, you can take any other Docker image also. So you can directly use here Ubuntu, Tomcat, or directly Java. You use Java directly. So if you use Java directly, then Java first will install some Ubuntu or some other operating system, then it will download Java, it will install Java, it will set path, everything it will do. But we want to do that manually so that we can understand. That's it. Okay, so I am taking from the base image. The base image is Ubuntu 22.04 is my base image. Okay, next is label. Label is just to give the information, represent the information about owner of the Docker file, who have created this Docker file. Give that name, email, something like that. That's it. To give the information, to provide the information of Docker file owner. That's it. Run is used for what? Run is used to create a layer and execute at the time of image creation. So when image is creating, you want to do something. Suppose you want to download the file, you want to download a JDK, you want to download Tomcat, you want to download MySQL, you want to download MongoDB, something you want to download. So that step is when that step is called layered steps, and it execute at the time of image creation. So that is run. Next, copy. Copy is just it is copying from your local system to your container system. That's it. Container container is nothing but it's a kind of virtual machine. In that virtual machine, container has its own directory structure. So in that directory structure, you want to copy some file from your local system. Can you do that? Yes, you can do that one using copy command. Okay, simple. So copy hello.java from home.myws. What is myws? My workspace. You can give anything. myws. Copy to home, under home, copy my wys. Copy this hello.java in this file. Okay. Then working directory, what it is doing? It is moving. Working directory means go to specific directory. You have to tell working, this is my working directory, go to that directory. Working directory means it is specifying you should go to which directory, that directory you should go. So this is working directory. Next is run. Run again is used to, again this is used to execute the image creation. Run is used to execute the action at image creation. Okay. And command cmd to execute the action on container startup. Some action you want to do when container is starting up. Run is used to execute at the time of image creation, but cmd is used to run at the container starting time, at the container startup time. That is the major difference between run and command. Run is used to run at the image creation time, but cmd is used to run at container startup time. Okay, that's it from label, run, copy, working work directory, run, cmd. I hope you understand this clearly. Okay, you want to modify, you can modify. I want to use Java OpenJDK 17, you can use that one, no issue. You want to download that one, you can do. You want to install OpenJDK 17, you can install in this one. Okay, then home directory, my workspace, or else you can directly use home, or you want to use any directory, you can go to there. So I am going to this one, making directory. First I am making this directory, make directory. So first step, what it is doing, I am fetching an image from Docker Hub. The image name is Ubuntu, tag is 22.04. This is the actual interpretation of line number 1. From Ubuntu 22.04 means your Docker engine will download or will pull the Docker image from Docker Hub with image name Ubuntu and tag name is tag name is 22.04. Second step in the Dockerfile will give some information about the owner of the Dockerfile. Third, it is modifying the container, like it is inside that container I am updating the system repository I am updating. In the fourth line, I am downloading OpenJDK. Then I am creating my working directory where I want to work, my workspace. Then I am copying my hello.java. Where is my hello.java? Is there any hello.java? Still it is not there, we have to create. Okay, we will create it. Then I am copying that hello.java into this container. Then I am running my working directory. I am moving to working directory and I am compiling hello.java file. After compilation hello.java, I am running hello file. Okay, this is, now we have to create only hello.java. We have to create hello.java. Okay, so create hello.java. I think better you place here only hello.java, save it. So write down here hello.java, some simple code. So public class hello, this is your class. Okay, here in this class, public static void main, public public static void main. This is your main method with the string arguments. Okay, and inside this one I am simply writing an hello hello world. Yes, system dot out dot print a line print. Okay, simply some message I'm going to print here. Hello world, hello world, so welcome to the course of Docker, Docker. Docker. Here we are learning 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 about, here we are learning about Dockerfile. Okay, then new line, and give here stop, new line, and I am saying here please subscribe my channel. That's it. That's it. This is the message that I have written, and I think there is no syntax error, nothing is there. So hello file is there also. So if you open our workspace for this Docker, we have our Docker file, and we have our Docker and hello.java file is also ready. Docker file and hello.java is ready. Close this and open terminal here. Okay, fine. So we are under our workspace Docker. Okay, next what we have to do, we have to, okay, this is okay, we have created hello.java. By default there will be no name and tag for newly created image. We can give name and tag by using following commands: docker tag image name, image id name tag. If you want to give the name and tag while building time, then you can follow the following syntax. Simple: Dockerfile build t, and then name and tag you want to give, and after that one give dot. So this, just you have to execute this command. That's it. It will create the image. So currently let's see how many images are there now. Docker images, how many images are there? Currently there is no image and no container, nothing. And now we are going to create the image from our Docker file. So just you need to execute this command. That's it. Docker build. Actually this Docker build is enough. If you give here docker build, build, docker, Docker build, that's enough. But in this case what will happen, exactly one argument, okay, sorry, yeah, docker build dot, that's it. This much is enough. This much is enough. It's building image, but there will be no image, though there will be no name for the image, and there will be no tag for the image in that case. Okay, so you want to give the name and tag, then you have to give that one. We will see that one also later. Now we will see after this one. Let's wait and so here you can see, observe that total 11s are there. What is 11? What is 11? The steps, and it is executing how many currently? 5. It's executing now. It's updating the repository. This command it is executing. Okay, then after that one it will install jdk. First. Now it is updating. This is running get apt y update. Okay, it will take some time because it will download first Ubuntu 22.04, then it will update that repository, then it will download the Java, then it will copy the file. So it has to do all these operations. It will take some time. It depends on your internet speed, guys. Now it is installing OpenJDK 17. It's installing OpenJDK 17. See. Let's wait to be done. I think it is better to pause. It will take some time. Okay, it's done. So you can observe all the steps, all the 7 steps you can observe here. So what is first step? First it is taking docker.io. It is taking docker.io library Ubuntu 22.04. This image it is taking. This is your first step. If you see, if you could remember here, I will show you here. So what is there in your first step? From Ubuntu 22.04 it is taking. Then in the second step, run apt get y update. This is your second. This maintenance that you ignore because it will just add in the Dockerfile this extra image. It will be considered in your first step only. Second step, it is running your apt get update. In the third one, apt get y install open jdk 17 it is doing. In fourth one, it is creating home my yps directory. Fifth one, it is copying hello.java into a home my ws directory, then it is moving to the working directory home my yps, and after moving to working directory it is compiling the java file. That is the last step. And this cmd is ninth one. This step is not executing. Why? Because this cmd will be executed while running the container. Okay, fine. So this is the image. Now this image is created from Dockerfile, and if you see the images, so there is a one image is there. Image id something is assigned, created this time, size is 744 MB. This much is there the size. But I want to create with name and tag. So how can I do? Build docker build. You have to give the name, tag and name. So name is you have to use name and tag after parameter specifying t. And suppose I am giving here my image, simply my java, my sample java image, sample sample java, my sample java. That's it. I am not giving image, my sample java, and version I am giving 1.0. that's it. This is the tag I want to give. And after that one dot means from this present directory. So dot representing what? Can you tell me? Dot representing your present directory, your current working directory. What is your current working directory? What is your current working directory? Your current working directory is workspace slash docker. That is your current working directory. So under current working directory, is there any file with the name Dockerfile? Yes, one file is there with Docker file name. It will pick that file and it will start processing, start building the image, and start building the image with the name what? My sample java, and tag is 1.0. If it is not specified, then the name and tag will be none, will not be there, name and tag. Just to do this time, it will not take that much time. It will do very quickly. Because why it is happening like that? Can you tell me why it is not downloading again? Because lot of the dangling images are saved already in local repository. What is that dangling image? Can you see? Docker Ubuntu 22.4, one image is there in already, one image is there already. For that one, all related dangling images are there. You can see these all are the images. These all are the images is internally used in your Ubuntu. It's there. So that's why it is not downloading. It's not downloading again and again. Okay. So now if you see the images, there are two images. Okay, yes, you understand now what it is doing. It is not creating new image. From that Docker file, one image is there, it will replace that, even if the tag is there or not. But suppose if I am giving another tag like 1.1 I give, in that case will it create new? Let's see. It should create new, because both are in a different tags are different, that's why. Okay, clear it once again and see. Docker images, two images are there. From that we have created. You can create one more also. You can see 1.3. the tag just you can change to, it will create another image. That's it. So now from this image you can create the container. Can you create the container? Yes, you can create the container. You can run that one. So how will you do it? Okay, simple, we have done already. Docker run, you have to give image. Which image? anyone you want to use, or you give image id, you give image id, because names are same but IDs are different. That's it, it's running successfully. This is what it has to do now. What it has to print: hello world, welcome to the course of Docker. Here we are learning about Dockerfile. Please subscribe my channel. That's only we have written in our hello.java file. Okay, and you can see the container also, how many containers are there. There is one container, and that container command is what? Hello. Java hello is the command that is executing. Created this much time. Port, there is no port because it's not running, and no server is there in this one. Okay, so what I will do, I will just delete these ones. Docker remove this container, copy and paste. Okay, this is removed. Now there is no container. Okay, now how many images are there? That delete other images, like wait, Docker image, remove. I want to remove. You see IDs are same only, images IDs is same, because all images have no changes. That's why image is only one. They have just given separate tag. That's it. Okay, fine. So if I will use this ID, definitely it will delete. It will delete all. It should delete all. In that case, conflict, give it F. That's it. Deleted. Now clear it. Now you see how many images. There is no image. There is no container, and I want to build a Docker image from this Dockerfile, and my name should be my apps, or you can give my sample Java, my sample Java 1.0. that's it. It has to create. It will create. This will also not take much time, because the images are dangling images are already stored. Okay, that's it. Now you can see my sample Java is there. From this one you want to create the container, you can see. And if you want to enter into interactive mode, can you do that one? Yes, you can do that also. So Docker run interactive mode, and image is, this is image ID, and if you want to give the name of the container, you can give that also. My Java container. That's it. Okay, interactive mode it is not entering, because there is only that CMD is there, I think. Okay, that's it, how you can create the image from Dockerfile. Here we have discussed some of the basics of Docker file, like what is the use of from, what is the use of label, copy, working directory, run, CMD, all those. Okay, T means tag name, F means Docker file name. Suppose currently I am giving Docker file name is Dockerfile only, but I don't want to give. I will give here my Dockerfile. I am giving this name, and from this file now I want to create. So how I can do that? I'm deleting this image. Docker remove this image, forcefully I think we need to do. Okay, what happened? No such container. Okay, sorry. Okay, what happened? Docker rm is used to remove the container, but image I want to remove, so image. Okay, you have to use force. Yeah, it's deleted. Clear it, and now see how many container are there. I want to delete this container also. You can do that one. Docker remove container id, copy this and paste it. That's it, it's done. Now there is no container, there is no image, okay, that's it. Now what I want to create image from this Dockerfile. My Dockerfile name is my Dockerfile. How can I do? You have to tell the file name also. So how? Docker build, that's okay, but what is the Dockerfile? You have to tell here. Now what is Dockerfile? Dockerfile is, this is the name of Docker file. Then what should be the image name? My image, something my Java image, img, that's it, and 1.0.0 something version and dot, that's it. Is it enough, or something else is required? I think it's enough. Yes. That's it. Now you see how many images are there. The images are there, one image. How many containers are there? So far there is no container. If you want to create the container, same process again, docker run use image name, or else image id you can give and paste. That's it. Something is, why it is not working? Okay, please, yeah, it's doing. So okay, it is already, Docker is there and one container is there. If you want to start this container again, you can see that one. So Docker start, start, and give the container id, copy this and paste it here. Why it is not showing anything? It started and ended, but it's not showing here anything. So if it is in interactive mode, then I think it will show. Okay, it is not showing. Fine. Okay, so that's it. Docker start, Docker container start, I think. No, Docker start only is the command, I think, to start the container again, but still it is not starting. I don't know why. Close. Let me see. yeah, docker start, stop, container id, container name you can give. So in this case also it should work. Why it is not working? Docker start start and give the container id, copy this and paste this. Okay, it is starting where? This is starting in background. Okay, if you want to start in detached mode, I think then but it is not there, you cannot do here. No. Seek for help. How you can see that output here? Attached mode, attached stdio a you have to give. Container start, docker start, docker container start you can give. Okay, so better you give a. Yes. Okay. If you want to start in attached mode, here itself you want to see, okay, you can use this one, docker start a. You have to give container id, then attached mode. You want to see that output here, what exactly in command prompt is there, what is execution, that execution you want to do here itself, then you can run in attached mode. Okay, D stands for detached mode. So by default it is detached mode, no, it will not work like that. Okay, fine. So in this way we can create our docker file. Fine. Now how many questions can be there? Can you guess the questions? What should be the name of file? What is the default file name? What is the default file name of docker file? Your answer is docker file. That is the default name. Docker file is the default name. This is the default name. Okay, this is the one question, 36 number. Next, make it this bigger. Next, 37. What is another so you can define all. What is the use of from? What is the use of label? What is the use of copy? What is the use of you can give. So you can we will see how to create. I will give here another question, like how to create the image from docker file with the default name. How can you do it? Can you write the command here? Docker, docker build. Docker build what? Build your docker file. So default name is docker file. You no need to give file name. Okay, and if you want to give the name for the image, so use tag name, and here you have to give the image name, and here you have to give the tag. Okay, then you have to give star is nothing but your path of files. Okay, path of what? Path of docker file, wherever, no, not only docker file, path of files. That's it. Where is the path? You have to tell that one. So we are giving dot means take from the current path. Okay, so this is the one question. 37. 38. If you can modify this question also. How to create image from Dockerfile with the default name from current directory. How can you do it? Simple. Just instead of this one you have to give dot. Instead of file to path you have to give dot. That's it. Okay. Third question, 39. How to create the image from Dockerfile with the default name from current directory and with no okay, how to create image with no name and tag from Dockerfile with the default name Dockerfile with the default name from current directory. Simple. How can you do it? You no need to give anything. You no need to give this also. That's it. You have to give star. That's it. This much is enough. Okay. And how to create I'm just copying this one only. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So how to create the image with name and tag from Dockerfile with different Dockerfile name with different Dockerfile name. How can you do it? Directory you are taking anything. I am not telling about directory, then how will you do it? Okay, so Docker build and you have to give the name. So Docker build what? Build image. So you have to give here tag and here you have to give image name. Then you have to give here tag, then file, in that case Docker file name and star. That's it. Dot. That's it. Okay. That's we have done so far. Image, Docker image build. You can use image also, is optional. Docker image remove, image build, you can do that also, that is also fine. Okay. So what you can do here, instead of this one you can write both. This is another option, build image. That's it, image. Similar to this also you can write the other option, build Docker image build. Okay, here also, because you can specify, go with the specific, or you can use without build also. They have designed it like that. Only. Okay. If you want to write the questions for this also, what is the use of from, what is the use of label, if you want to describe all them you can describe, but currently I am not doing. You just keep in mind, from is used to create the image from the existing image. Label is used to give the information about the Dockerfile owner. Run, that is used to run the command while creating the image. Copy is used to copy the file from local to container directory. Working directory is used to move to a specific directory. Run, same only, execution will happen at a image creation time, and command cmd will run when you are going to run the container. Okay, that's all about the Dockerfile default file, and in the next session we will see one more example of Dockerfile. Okay, thank you and have a nice day. We will see you in the next session. Bye bye.